Hi, I'm Don, and this is The Hobbyist Geek. Welcome back, y'all. So today we're continuing our Metal Earth Armor series with the horse armor. I'm very much a save the best for last kind of guy. So this is the one I think might be the weakest in the line. But why don't we bring you in? We'll take a look at the packaging and see what comes inside. And here is the packaging for the Metal Earth horse armor. It's a 2-sheet model. The product image doesn't look too bad, actually. That's not too shabby. You can see lots of very, very thin pieces here, like on the reins and the stirrups. But it doesn't look too bad at all. On the back side, just a bunch of random things. It is a 5 out of 10 difficulty, and it's really hard to see, but it looks like 48 pieces. That actually is a little concerning to me because the Templar Knight that we've done was 50 pieces, and it had twice the metal. So there's probably going to be a lot of very small pieces on this thing. Let's get it open and see what we got. Okay, so here we are with our metal. Nothing too major here. Obviously there's one of the stirrups. Very thin piece there. I'm guessing these are the reins. I have no idea what these will be. Over here, we got a whole bunch more of these. Whatever these are, they do look like they're going to be a little bit of a problem. I don't know if this is showing up because of the reflective nature, but let me see if I can get this highlighted here. All right, that very thin piece of metal there, and then you've got the 2 tabs on top. Now, if we have to manipulate those tabs in any way before we put it, attach it to something, that could end up being problematic because it's going to bend here, it's going to bend all over the place and just not look good. So we're going to have to figure out a way to do that depending on what the instructions have to say. Speaking of the instructions, we have just one sheet. So this is it on the instructions. One sheet of instructions to cover the entire model. These don't look too bad, to be perfectly frank. They look fine. It's just one sheet, so I don't know, maybe this will be easy. Who knows? But how about we get some pieces out? Just get started on this build. here it is, the Metal Earth Armor Series Horse Armor. And I gotta tell you, I was pleasantly surprised. I went into this without very high expectations. I'll be the first to admit. I mean, part of it is a personal bias. Every time I hear horse armor, I think of Bethesda introducing microtransactions to the world, and frankly, it makes me very upset. But in this particular case, I think they did a pretty good job. And I think it ended up looking pretty nice. It could use a little color. No lie there. It went together pretty freaking easy, actually. Way easier than I anticipated it would. Let's bring this thing in, and I will show you some of the details. First and foremost, we've got our cloth on the back and the front. That's what that's supposed to be anyway. That is where a lot more color could be used, along with the saddle. It just kind of, it looks a little off, being just engraved silver, aluminum or whatever this metal is. It does look nice. It's not bad, that's for sure. Then you've got all of the, I guess this is supposed to be chainmail details, coming along on the torso and the neck, which is actually pretty good. I do like the way that looks. I really, really do. Then you got another cloth detail right in there, followed by some more chainmail, and then the saddle itself. Now the saddle's got this beautiful design here, but the back, it's just weird. Okay. Don't know why the back of the saddle is the way it is. It doesn't quite mesh right. I don't know. It looks weird. It should have been two separate pieces in this, because it's attached to this frame right here. And this should have been a separate piece, with some tabs in it that would go into the saddle to make sure everything is aligned properly. Because I'm not even sure, based on the instructions, where it's supposed to go. This is about what it looks like. There it is. On the front of the saddle, there's actually some really cool designs in there, and you can't see them. They're hidden by, the front of the horse armor, which, especially considering when you look at the back, it's just silver. That design probably should have gone the other way, been printed on both sides, something. But it is a really nice design that's in there. I'll give it that. You've got this armor plating that comes up the neck, which I really like, actually. I like the way this went together. All the separate individual pieces almost makes it feel like it's actual armor. And then you've got the face armor here, which has this beautiful design on it. It's very square and rectangular. I don't know how accurate that is, but that is what it feels like here. The unicorn horn on the armor here was probably one of the more difficult pieces in this assembly. Just trying to get that cone looking the way I wanted it. But cones are the bane of my existence. So, is what it is. The reins here, very, very nice. Went together pretty easy. Be careful sliding them into the slots up here, because this is very fragile on the assembly. So trying to put those two fragile pieces together, just want to be very careful and gentle with it. Also, one thing they don't really tell you in the instructions, these stands here have two tabs at the top, and you'll want them to be, I guess in this orientation, vertical. Okay, one on the bottom, one on the top. And they don't tell you to really keep an eye out, and I was rushing through it. It's my it's my bad, but something that you should watch out for. So I ended up having to take one of the stands off and then correcting it by turning it a quarter turn and putting it back in. Other than that, though, these actually went together nicely. These pieces down here, these decorative pieces, these are the ones that I was afraid of when we were looking at the metal in the sprues, but they're just folded in half, folded very easily, and then put in place. So no big deal there either. This really is a very easy piece to assemble. And I mean, look at what you get. It looks pretty nice. Now it is a standard size, so it's a little small. There's our Knights Templar. And this looks more like donkey armor when next to him. So, but this is a premium scale. This is a standard scale. So it makes sense. Anyway, that's about all I've got to say for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.